Boise skyline these days has been seeing a lot more than buildings. Maybe you've noticed those big machines that help build the buildings downtown, all the cranes and all the traffic diversions that go along with it. There's a lot of questions from a lot of you asking, okay, so what exactly are they working on these days? But there are also a lot of questions from business owners near all of this construction asking when it will get back to normal and when can we get back to normal business? That's what we want to ask of Joe Paris to find out, well, what are they hearing downtown?
Well, Brian, if you've driven through downtown in recent weeks, you'll know exactly what we're talking about here. A sea of orange cones greets you driving into downtown. And a few of you have asked us, what's being constructed? And the answer is a lot. Hotels, apartments, residential spots, retail, even a new College of Western Idaho campus in the lot off of Whitewater Park and Main Street down there. But a real addition to the downtown corridor is the construction and the chaos. And we'll show you some of the video from down there if you haven't seen this. And you want to talk about businesses being impacted? Just take Foot Dynamics, for example. They're really in the thick of it on 11th and Main. And this isn't high-level logic when it comes to the problems that businesses are seeing. Construction is blocking off roads, creating traffic, making it hard for people to park. So people are just not going to businesses downtown as much in these impacted areas. So orange cones, they'll show you up close that there's construction, yes. But let's take a look from a bird's eye view at the footprint of current construction in this corridor downtown. And we'll show you, this is the Roadwork map from the Ada County Highway District here. As you can guess, the colors on the map, they indicate heavy activity or changes in the downtown area. And you can see here between Front and Idaho, between 12th and 10th, that's a high activity area. Closures marked in red, green shows the lane restrictions. And yes, some of those downtown streets are one-ways, complicating the situation there. Now, business owners know this, and their longtime customers, they continue to tell them. Kevin Chapman, owner of Foot Dynamics at 11th and Main, tells us.
Our business is legitimately in jeopardy due to people with foot issues not being able to get to their appointment because there's literally nowhere to park. And at this point on 11th and Main Street, we're on an island. Grove is closed, 13th is closed, 11th is closed, 12th is closed. And Main is a one-way street heading east. All the contractors, which has been the crux for about 6 months worth of issues, are parked along the whole south side of Main Street here. So there's literally nowhere for the patrons to park of any of the businesses down here, let alone our prime patient and customers with foot issues. We're just kind of at the mercy of what's happening around us with nobody to go to, and that's a pretty helpless feeling.
Chapman says, for reference, his business did better during COVID than it did during the recent construction that he has watched. And business owners in the impacted areas, they talk about some meetings with the city and other area businesses on the topic of construction and what they're going to do about it to survive. Well, some business owners tell us that they don't think anything has really changed based on those meetings. Others say that they know the situation is tough. They're just hoping they can survive the best they can. But what does the city of Boise have to say about all of this? They have received some community criticism on their handling it, but they tell us in a statement, quote, "We share the concerns of downtown business owners and have had several meetings and conversations to find both short-term and more permanent solutions so we can support new construction and mitigate negative impact on existing businesses. As a response to frustrations with downtown parking, we've created a West End e-permit for downtown employees, and they've also changed some parking meters from 4 hours to 2 hours to increase parking opportunities for customers, and they've increased their parking enforcement in downtown, the city tells us. So basically, it is what it is right now, but business owners are telling us that they're hoping that people will push through the construction to come visit them for appointments and shopping. Brian, though, it is a very difficult situation for those business owners who, again, they understand why people aren't coming to their business. It's hard to get there right now with the construction.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's a little bit of a nuisance and inconvenience, but it has gone on for quite some time, especially, I want to say, like Idaho Street going out.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of those locations, 11th Street, 10th Street. Yeah, it's been pretty much a burden for a lot of businesses down there. All right, thank you very much, Joe.